Alrighty, today we are going to go and do the hero workout, Murph. CrossFit has named a number of workouts after someone who has died in combat or given up their life to save others. Today's workout is Murph. It's one of the better known ones, mostly because it was done in the CrossFit Games twice and had dramatic effects to all those that did it. And since humankind seems to love suffering, they decided that they wanted to also suffer. So now the whole world does it and they think they're really badass. They kind of are. So our workout is a 1 mile run and then 100, 200, 300 of pull up, push up and air squat, and finishing off with another mile run. All of this would be done with a weighted vest, which is, 20 pounds for the guys, 14 for the ladies, which is the exact same weight as a wall ball. So 9 kilos for the guys, 6 for the ladies. This little section in here can be partitioned up however you fancy. If you want to do it 100, 200, 300, have at it. I think you're an idiot. But you're entitled to be that way. We could go Cindy style, so 5, 10, 15, that would be 20 rounds, and then go on to your run. Or you could go 2, 4, 6, that would be 50 rounds, and then on to your mile run. Those are the two main strategies I'd suggest people use. The reason for that is either the pull-ups or the push-ups, and it depends on what way you do them as to which one is your limiting factor. Now, a couple of things we need to consider. How have you been training during lockdown? If your training has been exactly as normal, i.e. you've had a pull-up bar, you've been using weight, and you've been regularly training, then today is going to be a really fun workout. And I suggest you do it as close to this as you can. Okay, with your run, with all this stuff, with weight, maybe break it up Cindy style, and then your 1 mile run. A few options you can use for your weight. You could use a weight vest if you have one. If not, grab a backpack, stick a few weights in there. They're going to bounce around. It's going to be annoying, but so is war. You could carry a wall ball or a plate. That's an option. Me personally, I'm not going to be doing that. I'm going to do my run. Tickety-boo, sweet, happy days. I am a heavy guy. I don't particularly want more weight going through my joints than is necessary. For the pull-ups, I made a pull-up bar, so I'm going to do strict pull-ups. They're harder than normal pull-ups, but also it's not going to give me raging muscle soreness for about a week. Push-ups, I'm going to do hand release push-ups because they're harder than normal ones, but I don't really want to faff around having to lift a weight and set it on my back each rep. But that is an option. And for my air squats, I'm going to hold my plate, probably a mixture of on my back and on my front. Okay, I'm going to use the 2, 4, 6 strategy because strict pull-ups are terrible. I could do 5, 10, 15, but I think the 5s might get really tough really fast, as will the push-ups. Whereas the 2, 4, 6, I think is more sustainable. It's faster, heart rate will be higher for longer, but I'll have to take less breaks. And then 1 mile run, just suffer through that this week. So already we've touched on a few options for the push-ups. You could do it with a weight vest, you could do a plate on your back, or you could do hand release. Increase the range of motion. For the pull-ups, not everyone has a pull-up bar. That's totally cool. You can do bent over rows. We've been doing a lot of these in our workouts up until now. I would double the reps if that was the case. So do 200 of them, as they are significantly easier than a normal pull-up. You could also do those things with the plate pullovers. Oh my goodness, my brain. Yeah, weighted pullover. It's going to get a lot of lat and is also pretty tough. So plenty of options to be had here in your workout. If there's anything there that does give you bother or you think will, and you need extra advice, feel free to drop us a message. Happy to help. For the run, I understand not everyone's going to be able to run, both from a logistics point of view. They might not have, 800 meters out and back, or 400 meter loops, or whatever. It's just maybe not practical. So what you'll see here, a few little timing suggestions. For our run, we're looking somewhere between 10 and 6 minutes. Okay, 6 minutes is a fast mile, especially if you're doing it with weight. Probably 10 is more realistic, but hey, whatever. What I'd suggest you do is pick a single movement, be that burpees, step ups, double unders, and set a little timer and do as many as you can in that time. Okay, or set yourself a target number of reps to hit that'll get you somewhere in that timing section. Ideally, the bodyweight movements will be somewhere between 20 and 30 minutes. If it's taking you 40 minutes to get that done, I think we need to talk about scaling reps, right? Totally okay to scale the distance and the runs and scale the reps in there. This is a high volume workout. If you haven't been doing high volume, i.e. you haven't been doing Alex's Murph prep workouts, probably a smart thing to reduce the reps. I personally reckon if this takes you longer than an hour, you should have scaled, right? It is very rare that anyone needs to do anything over an hour in any given week for fitness, right? You're just suffering for the sake of it. Cool. How I want you to warm up is to make sure you're actually out of breath, make sure your heart rate has gone high, and go through all of these movements to some extent. Do a little running warm up, get the ankles, knees and hips all jazzed up. Do some sideways running for sure, and maybe a couple of loops. Do some scap pull-ups, scap push-ups. If you don't have a pull-up bar, you can do the same thing with a plate. Boom, you can pull them rather than pushing them. And get those legs warmed up for the squats. Okay, it's a long workout. You can probably do most of the running warm up in the first section, but you do want to have a little bit of, you don't want the first thing you do to be that run. That'd be terrible. All right. Stretch afterwards, take a selfie, stick it on social media so we can know that you've done it. And if you tag us in the gym, we can even share it. That'd be brilliant. I really look forward to seeing how you guys get on. And please, nobody die on this. It's just a workout, right?